Welcome back to No Filter Auto. Today, we're not reviewing a car from the past. We're reviewing a future that never arrived. A vision so confident, so utterly specific, that it bypassed the road entirely and aimed for the stars. This is the 1959 Cadillac Cyclone. Not an automobile. It's a stainless steel hypothesis launched from the golden age of American optimism. Let's set the stage. It's the tail end of the 1950s. The space race is the only race that matters. Tailfins aren't just styling, they're aspirations. At General Motors, designer Harley Earl, the man who invented the concept car, is reaching his zenith. The Cyclone is his final, glorious swing for the fences. It looks less like a vehicle and more like the cockpit module that broke off a larger spacecraft. Its body is made entirely of brushed stainless steel, no paint, just the raw, futuristic sheen of a rocket fuselage. But the immediate, show-stopping hook isn't just its look. It's how you interact with it. There are no doors. Instead, the entire forward canopy, a single, vast bubble of plexiglass, retracts backward over the roof with an electric whir, tucking neatly behind the two seats. You step directly into a cockpit where the dashboard is a constellation of buttons, toggle switches, and radar screens. And then you see the nose. Where a grille should be, there is a sleek, pointed cone. Flanking it are two black pods. These are not headlights. This is the radar Sentry system. The promise? That this car could detect obstacles ahead and automatically apply the brakes. In 1959. Let that sink in. The attraction was a promise of autonomy, of being piloted by a benevolent electronic brain. Here's the no-filter reality beneath the rocket ship fantasy. Underneath that radical shell sat a surprisingly conventional foundation. It was built on a standard Cadillac Eldorado chassis, powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine. So, for all its interstellar styling, it drove like a powerful, heavy, 1950s Cadillac, a floaty, soft experience more suited to a boulevard than an orbit. That radar system? A brilliant, functional prototype. It actually worked on the show stand, using Doppler radar to detect movement and trigger lights and sounds. But on the open road, it was a fascinating, fragile experiment. It was the sizzle, and my, what incredible sizzle it was. Now, let's talk about the pure, unfiltered experience. That canopy. While the ultimate party trick, it created a greenhouse effect that could roast occupants. The visibility was panoramic, but the feeling was of immense exposure. The interior, for all its jet-age buttons, was still trimmed in classic Cadillac red leather and carpet, a surreal clash of the cold future and warm, familiar luxury. It was a car of dramatic, sensory contrasts, the cool touch of stainless steel against soft leather, the silent promise of radar against the thunderous reality of a carbureted V8. So, the no-filter comparison. What was it competing against? Other dream cars like the Ford La Galaxy or the Chrysler Norseman. But the Cyclone wasn't competing. It was lecturing. It wasn't showing the next model year, it was showing the next century. Compared to a production 1959 Cadillac with its iconic fins, the Cyclone made the production car look instantly historical, like a relic from a bygone era that was, in fact, the present. The legacy of the Cadillac Cyclone is profound. It is the absolute pinnacle of the dream car era. That retractable canopy? You see its spiritual descendant in every Lamborghini with scissor doors. That radar system? It's the direct, great-grandfather of the adaptive cruise control and automatic emergency braking in your modern SUV. The Cyclone didn't predict the future perfectly, but it dared to map its coordinates. It stands as a monument to a time when the future was something to be styled, boldly and optimistically, in stainless steel and plexiglass. It was less a prototype for a car, and more a prototype for a mindset, that technology would make us not just faster, but safer, and that the journey ahead would be an automated, streamlined wonder. If this kind of brave, unapologetic dreaming from the golden age of Detroit gets your imagination firing, hit subscribe to No Filter Auto. Tell us in the comments, does the Cyclone represent peak concept car creativity, or is it just a beautiful, driving anachronism?